I have a dirty little secret to share with you guys today. I'm not proud of it. But transparency and honesty with community is very important to me. So here we go. Well, when you guys ask me, how do I deal with stress and anxiety of being a full-time creator, being online, putting myself out there, making in general, pressures, what we've been talking about, all of that. You ask me how I deal with that. And I always give real answers, but there is one coping mechanism that I've been leaving out just because I'm so ashamed of it. So I'm gonna come clean today. When I'm really overwhelmed and really need something to distract my brain and get out of my head while I am working, and the true crime podcast and all the other podcasts and videos that I watch just aren't cutting it anymore, I watch YouTube tea channels. I know, don't lose respect for me. Please listen. I love senseless YouTube tea videos. I love it all. I started watching Sloan and about the Freed Britney movement. From there, I fell into a bunch of other channels, and it's my guilty pleasure. It's what I do when I'm working and I feel overwhelmed and just need to get out of my head. And I'm not proud of it, but I love it. I love it so much. And I'm not just divulging this secret just to get it off of my chest. This is for a purpose. So I want to talk about women online being treated as though they only have male fans because those fans want to have sex with them, or that their male fans have a chance to date them if they give them enough money or time or attention. So one of the drama story arcs I've been watching lately crossed over into our realm in a big way. I don't know if you're familiar with, I always used to call her Pokimane, but I recently watched a video where she explained that her real name is Iman, so it is Pokimane. So big streamer Pokimane was recently hate rated by Jidion. And hate rate, absolutely atrocious that people think it's okay to do this. So he was streaming and he was watching her live on stream with his chat. He was saying things like, everybody with a penis in her chat is just there because they want to have sex with her. Basically the narrative was that people only support her because she's an attractive woman and they think they have a shot. There's no way that these men actually enjoy her content or her as a person. No way, right? No. Who likes women? Oh, he's like talking all this shit and he encourages his chat to go and raid her live, right? So I can't remember exactly what they're putting in the chat. I think it was like L+ ratio or something, but they bombarded her chat and he's saying all of these things on live while he's reacting to it all live and he's clearly loving it. So anyway, he gets banned. First it's like a 48-hour ban, I think, don't quote me on that. And then it turned into a permanent ban, which he felt was unfair and only happened because Twitch has a special relationship with Pokimane, right? So then he goes into Ninja's stream, and in his stream he gifts him 100 subs, I believe, and asks him if he can do anything with his connections with Twitch. And Ninja's like, I'm not promising anything, but I'll text my representative or whoever for you right now. Which, what? And then he messages Pokimane and basically says, like, he didn't really message anybody, he just said that because he didn't want the harassment in his chat. Which again, like, that logic is okay. Now all of like Jidion, so he's permanently banned at this time. I don't know if anything's changed. I haven't watched any updates since yesterday, but as of right now, this morning on Monday, I think he's still banned. Pokimane is getting continuous harassment on all of her socials because of all of this. And the narrative on that end is, oh, she has connections because she's a pretty girl. It's all down to her being a pretty woman again, and her like sexual market value, which is one of the most grossest terms I've ever heard, and I keep seeing it everywhere now. So she recently put out a list of clarifying the harassment that she's been receiving, which I will put right here, and we'll go over it real quick before I get into my greater point. Okay, so I'll include her tweet right here. Pause to read if I go too fast. But she said on January 19th, I'm tired of people minimizing the harassment I've received over the last week to just L+ ratio spam, so here's a list. And on the list, we have Jidion, I think I'm saying that right, tweeted negative, hateful things about me before the hate raid, plus made YouTube videos about me. He hate raided me and told his viewers to spam L+ ratio, but this part matters the least. After I put on follower mode, he told his viewers to follow me so they can spam me, which you can all see in the videos on YouTube. If you don't have to watch the T channels, there's a lot of people talking about this, so you can find those if you want to know more about this situation specifically. He said, guys, follow her right now. We're going to be back. We will be back. Opened up profiles of my subs and called them snitches for telling me what he was doing, which led to his viewers messaging my subs and harassing them, telling them to kill themselves, calling them slurs, etc. He yelled, if you're from Pokimane's chat and you have a penis, I'm gonna tell you this right now, she's not going to fuck you, bro. Painfully inappropriate because many of my subs are girls or minors. Extreme sexual comments about me, telling people that she's getting dicked down every night by another. Balls deep, bro. I bet her got a 12-incher. She's getting a full foot long up in her shit. Told people to keep spamming me if he gets banned on Twitch. Said that I banned him from Twitch multiple times, but I have no power to ban others. It's Twitch's decision, and he would have been banned if he hate rated anyone. I think Twitch definitely is a problem with reacting to things as quickly as they should. But as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, they really got to the hate raid thing pretty quickly. Like, you hate raid somebody, you're getting fucked on, as you should be. Asked other streamers to go to war with him, asking Aiden Ross to tweet at me, DM me, which increased the spam I received. Gifted Ninja 100 subs and asked to help get him a lesser ban. Ninja said, you can't raid bitches on Twitch. And Jidion said, ooh, he called her a bitch, clapping while celebrating what Ninja said. Ninja called his text his Twitch representative to help him avoid a ban or pretend to. And then after his ban, Jidion changed his profile picture to a photo of me with no makeup. When I went live on Twitch, he streamed himself reacting to my stream on his IG Live, which made me receive even more harassment. Jidion's fans spammed all of my social media platforms with insults, threats, etc., as you can imagine. Jessica Blevins, which is Ninja's wife, DM'd me telling me Ninja has nothing to be sorry for and that he never texts his Twitch rep, even though I sent her proof. Ninja texted me that I was making a big mistake when I spoke out about my experience, and then Ninja's wife threatened to sue Pokimane. All of this because she is a woman making content online, and a man could not understand why men follow her. Like, if men follow her, it must be because they want to have sex with her. And this is not, I mean, somebody with the following Pokimane has, if you're not familiar with her, she is like, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure 10,000 views on Twitch is her average. It maybe even be more than that. I don't know for sure, so I won't get into that. But regardless, like, she's speaking out about this because of this happening to her, and this highlights a bigger issue, though, that's happening to women all over the internet. It has been happening for a long time. There just is this narrative. Men who follow you have a chance to date you or have sex with you. They can only follow you because they simp for you. And listen, there's nothing wrong with following somebody because you think they're attractive. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that this level of harassment is fucking disgusting. And this is why we see all the time people pissed off because they find out their favorite woman content creator has a partner, right? They find out they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or husband or a wife or whatever, a partner in life, and then they get mad and they don't support that creator anymore, and then they're upset. Like, you see comments like, I spent X amount on your content and now this, and I'm heartbroken and you're a liar. First off, what a creator online chooses to share about their life with you is totally up to them. You're not entitled to know everything about the people you follow. People are allowed to have something that's private, something that's for them. I've shared my husband with my community since before we were even married, actually. Been on my streams, he comes to shows with me and helps with booths, all of that. And that's a choice I made. Like, that was a personal choice, and that's something I chose to share with my community. However, you're not entitled to do that. You're just not entitled to know everything about somebody, first off. Second off, if you're following somebody or subscribing to their OnlyFans or their Patreon or whatever it may be, strictly because you think if you give them enough attention, time, money, whatever it is, you deserve a shot with them, you're following people for the wrong reasons. And that's a you problem, not anyone else's problem. And this goes back into the pressure discussion we've been having. Like, again, people get upset if a woman online hides her partner in life, but there's an element of pressure or insecurity about sharing that, and you'll lose followers or people look at you differently, you'll lose money, whatever it may be, because there are a lot of people out there who only follow and subscribe to female creators because they think that they're going to be entitled to their time or dating them or sleeping with them, that they have a shot at that. And that is just so gross. Don't follow somebody because you think that you have a shot with them. You don't. Spoiler alert, you don't. That happens so rarely. And that's not unfair. Like, a woman putting herself out there online just doesn't make you entitled to her. It just doesn't. And like, if you're genuinely upset about it, unfollow them. But this harassment, and again, it's not just Pokimane. This is just highlighting the issue that we've been talking about forever in a big way, that this happens all the time. Oh, you only follow her because she's hot. You only subscribe to her. You only support her because she's hot. It's because she has boobs. It's because she does this. It's because she does that. It just can't be because I like this person's content. It has to be about gender and genitals. And like, my mods are awesome. They fucking kill it in my chat. 10 out of 10 to Oh My Squad fam mod team. Like, I'm so blessed to have them. They're quick to it. But the more I grow on Twitch, the more I see those comments coming in. Like, people just saying gross sexual things to me or asking me to do things live on Twitch that I have not seen up to this point in men's streams. I get weird ass whispers anytime I bring another woman onto stream with me. Like last year, I think it was either last year or no, it was 2019. Sorry, no, wait, we're in 2022. It was 2020. What is time? This isn't the right timeline. Maybe it was 2000. I don't know. A recent Halloween, my friend Alyssa, who is a makeup artist, came on a couple of my streams to transform me into like a skeleton, and we did a fortune teller look. It was really fun. My chat, we just had a blast, and we told scary stories, like paranormal experience we'd had, and chat shared theirs, and it was just a great time. Literally, in my whispers, they were popping up while we were live, men asking us to unzip each other's pants, put our hands down each other's leggings, offering money to do so when we weren't responding. Like, they could tell. I think in one of the streams we actually like called attention to it. We were like, we can see this is gross. And then as soon as you're not into it, it's like, bitch, whore, slut, fuck you. Like, that's harassment, that's abuse. So like, that's bad enough. That is bad enough. But then to have other streamers, other content creators, and all types of content creators experience some form of like harassment or discomfort, right? Like, that's just something that we know in our community that happens, and it sucks, but it does. So then to have a man on stream, who he was a partnered streamer, be comfortable live doing this and saying these disgusting things, these dehumanizing things about a fellow streamer. Like, this is basically a colleague, right? Like, he's a full-time streamer, he was partnered on Twitch, she is a full-time streamer, she's partnered on Twitch. Basically, you're colleagues, you're in the same community. And to think it's okay to do that and to rally up his chat, and then that tells all of those men and people in the chat that's okay. Like, that's fun. This was a fun thing to do. And I'm not like, I don't want to get into like the role model discussion, because I don't think like it's your responsibility to be a role model for children or for anybody. I think you should be able to make the content that you want, as long as you're not being abusive or harassing, racist, offensive, prejudiced. You know, you're allowed to make whatever content you want. It doesn't have to be targeted at kids. You don't have to make it family friendly. You don't have to be a role model. But you do have responsibility to ensure that you're not starting and encouraging harassment to your community members. Because now all of those people that are harassing Pokimane, like, they think that's okay. It's fun. It was this fun thing that they did, and now they continue to harass because Jidion got in trouble for it. So you're telling me that in their brain of brains, they genuinely don't see anything wrong with what he did. Like, he shouldn't be banned. And they're saying he's only banned because Twitch loves Pokimane, right? Or maybe because you hate rated somebody. Because, let's be honest, he's jealous of her viewership. He's jealous of her success. He wants that. He doesn't have that. And instead of making better content, or maybe befriending and trying to collaborate with her and make genuine connections and be a part of her community or other communities of creators he looks up to, instead of looking up to people and aspiring and being inspired. He chose violence, and now he's paying for it, and I'm glad. I hope he never gets his Twitch stream back. Never, ever, ever, ever. And I think that with him continually pushing it and not telling people to stop, which maybe he has now, I haven't seen that, but it sure took him a while because this has been going on for, I think, a week now, maybe longer, I don't know. He should probably lose his platform on YouTube as well. I'm not big on deplatforming people. I agree with like freedom of speech, and to some extent, you should be able to speak freely on the internet, but not if it hurts other people, not if you're encouraging harassment and abuse. You know, you lose your platform. YouTube, Twitch, all of these, they're not like, they don't have to give you a they're businesses, right? They can revoke your platform and your audience, and that is their right. And I think Twitch made the right move, because this isn't an isolated incident. This isn't just something that Pokimane is experiencing. This is something that at varying levels women online experience in general, especially streaming. And again, what really pisses me off about that, besides the fact that, ew, it's fucking gross, but also, again, it takes a lot of confidence to even get online and do the thing. And how many creators out there want so badly, or how many people out there want so badly to be content creators and maybe have great ideas for content. Their work would be amazing. They are amazing. People would love to know them. They would add so much good to our communities, but they will never even attempt that path as a hobby because they see these things happening. It scares people away from the community. It's a bad fucking look. And it's our responsibility to fight against that. Like, we have to talk about it. We have all of these things we have to talk about. I've said that so much, it annoys me now, but we have to. And when you see that, we need to tell those people. Again, I think that there's merit to telling people off in a way that is responsible and constructive, and not just being like, fuck you, all of, you know what I mean? But like, tell, like, this isn't okay. Report them, make it known it isn't okay, and then support those people that are being attacked. Lift them up. Hate raids are a huge problem. And I've been talking about how I'm going to do more commentary on this channel. I have a bunch of interviews booked this week to start kind of my podcast discussing real issues in our communities. And one of the peeps I'm having come on, like, we're going to talk about hate raids, racist hate raids, which is another atrocious issue. Like, I'm glad Twitch is banning these people. Ban them forever. His first ban shouldn't have been a couple of day ban or whatever. It should have been permanent from the moment it happened. I just can't for the life of me fathom why anybody thinks it's okay to do these things or talk to people this way. Like, it genuinely just blows my fucking mind. So I have been following this Pokimane debacle now since it started, and I really could relate to it. Obviously, again, not at that level, but regardless of the varying levels which we experience this, none of it is okay. No one should be made to feel like they have to hide a part of their life or pretend to be something just to maintain their community, or like their only value is their sexual market value online. Like, just appreciate people for the content they're making. If you don't like their content, move on. There is literally an endless amount of content out there for us to absorb. So it just makes no sense to me. Have you experienced things like this? Do you know men who have experienced things like I would love to know more. As always, I want to discuss what is the solution? Can we stop this? Or is the solution simply consequences, and making those consequences hard and uniform? And it's got to be one size fits all, right? It can't be like, we'll ban this person for 2 days and then this person did the exact same thing, but we're going to ban them for a week, or forever, whatever. It's got to be a one size fits all solution. But the harassment of women on Twitch, and I know it comes from, I believe it comes from this, people get so mad about women on Twitch anyway. Female streamers ruin the platform. Just chatting streamers ruin the platform. No. Like, you can choose to do or watch, to consume whatever content you want. If you don't like the content, move the fuck on. If you don't like women, don't follow their content then. Go to therapy because there's something wrong deeply, but don't follow their content. But to use your energy to harass them and not think like that's a human being on the other side of that camera, like sitting there I just don't understand it. I really fail to understand it, and I'm glad that Pokimane is being firm and really like standing up against this. I think I wasn't a big fan of Ninja's content and who he is anyway, but I think the way he handled it was bad, and the consequences are that he's getting rocked for it, and that's on him, and he should take responsibility for that. And shame on his wife for like coming to his defense instead of looking at the whole situation. Like, I got a husband and I'm not going to defend him blindly. If he gets online and supports somebody or does something that makes me go and contributes to the harassment of somebody, like, we don't have problems. We don't have a fight. I'm not going to blindly support anyone ever. Anyway, yeah, just wanted to discuss that because that whole situation hits home a little bit. If not myself, I watched this happen to so many others and so many talk about it. So again, I would love to know your feels on it. Like, why does this happen? Where did this narrative like come from? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Thank you to everybody who's been watching my like mini series on pressure. I'm getting ready to go sit down with April Gloria, for those who don't know, one of my best pals in the whole world. And we're going to talk about the pressure she's faced in cosplay, because there seems to be sort of a misconception that when you have a certain level of success or a certain amount of followers that there isn't as much pressure, or there isn't pressure. So we're going to dive into that and discuss the pressure she faces. So I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully I'm earning your subscriptions with each new video. I appreciate everybody who is watching these, and I'm excited to keep it up. Have a great Monday, pals. Mwah.